Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we are going to be doing the 11th part of What If Vegeta Turned Good in the SAIYAN saga. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe, it's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
The two engage in combat once again and Vegeta opens up with a telegraphed punch. Hit uses time skip to dip under his incoming fist, and as he rises he throws forward a punch himself. In that short time for time skip, Vegeta takes the chance to disappear from sight and Hit is taken aback completely. He's basically never fought someone with the ability to correctly analyze his ability in literal minutes. As Vegeta steps back, he begins powering up even further, and to be honest, the other Saiyans don't really see the need for him to do so. He's at his strongest form, but Vegeta is striving for something else. The premise behind his ultimate form is that it allows him to have his strongest form within his base. After he achieved Super Saiyan God, these benefits weren't the same, and now he has been striving to achieve this state in his ultimate form. His blue aura collapses as he roars and gets replaced by a pure silver aura. His eyes change to silver and he erupts in his usual basic aura. His power is still unrivaled by his other states and he feels absolutely no drain to his stamina. So this is what I've been trying to achieve. It feels different because of the God Key, but I feel totally calm. Okay, let's begin, Vegeta shouts, entering his stance. Vegeta leaps forward in his advance to greatly increase his speed while hurling forward his right fist. Hit uses his ability to evade his attack, then throws a punch over the top of his extended right arm. His left fist hits Vegeta right in the face, but in this same motion, Vegeta is able to kick him away so that they both land on the canvas, being rather far from one another. Vegeta is struggling to overpower Hit, and since he doesn't have anything like Kaioken to add to his power, there is little that he can do to defeat his adversary. However, Vegeta uses instant transmission to arrive at the center of the ring once again as he feels there is lingering power within him. He felt it during training before the tournament, and now he feels that there might be a step beyond simple Super Saiyan Blue. He starts to transform and roars, searching for the power deep within him. He remains in his ultimate form, but as he continues transforming, his hair switches from black to a dark blue and he enters his evolution form. With himself now 20 times stronger, Hit can do nothing against him. Vegeta lands two quick but powerful punches to Hit's stomach that he can't even evade. Coughing out blood, Hit stumbles away, then Vegeta finishes the fight off with a palm slam so powerful that it slides Hit right off the ring after he has slid away several meters. After this attack, this pretty much brings the Universe 6 saga to an end and Universe 7 triumph without having a single fighter eliminated basically. So Gohan returns to his usual life, but this time he puts a greater priority on training. The Saiyans basically show him how powerful he can become, so he decides to tap into as much of that potential as possible. The three Saiyans continue their divine training, but as Nappa is lagging behind, he feels like searching for something else. He totally abhors the concept of Ultra Instinct, and as much as Whis convinces him of its power, he knows it's a principle that he can never follow. In his mind, he's a Saiyan, so why would he fight in that way? The next saga is the Future Trunks saga, and Zamasu takes the body of Vegeta, becoming Vegeta Black. Future Gohan is still alive and well, and he battles alongside Future Trunks. From fighting each other, they both have access to Super Saiyan 3 and are much stronger than Future Trunks at this point in time in the canon. They are much stronger, but Vegeta Black possesses insane levels of strength that they simply can't do anything about. Vegeta Black wears somewhat similar clothing to ordinary Vegeta, except that his first layer of clothing is midnight black and not blue. Future Trunks and Future Gohan both arrive from the future, and as they both awake, Goku, Vegeta and Nappa are present. Future Gohan smartly realizes that the people here are not his enemies, then grabs Trunks' extending fist that is hurtling toward Vegeta. Don't do that, we're in the present now, Trunks, Future Gohan says. Oh, it's you, older Gohan, I see that you're still kicking, Vegeta says, walking up to him to give him a firm handshake. I can sense much stronger key signatures from you, I can tell you've been training, Vegeta says with a smile. Thank you sincerely, Vegeta, we've been training because someone's been wreaking havoc in our timeline once again, Future Gohan replies. Vegeta's tone immediately becomes more solemn, and he then becomes inquisitive about their situation. Who is it, he asks. A man that looks just like you, but he isn't you. That's why Trunks just tried to attack you, Gohan explains. explains. To Vegeta, he can't really wrap his head around the situation at hand. If someone looks exactly like him, surely it's him. He thinks about possible relatives from the royal bloodline of the Saiyans, but he knows for a fact that they're all dead. Therefore, he correctly surmises that someone has purloined his body for some ulterior motive. Just like before, the Saiyans head to the canon timeline and the 5 Saiyans arrive to face Vegeta Black from the future timeline. As Mai is found by the arriving Saiyans, future Gohan looks furious to see her in such a poor condition. "I swear that man will pay for what he's done to us," future Gohan declares, clenching his fists in anger. His key signature starts to subconsciously rise as his anger grows, reminding Vegeta of the power he possessed against Cell. As Vegeta starts to think, the fact that Gohan couldn't even defeat this evil version of himself piques his interest. Also, since it's someone in his own body, the person can't be that much weaker or stronger than himself. "So, I see my counterpart has arrived," Vegeta Black shouts from above. Vegeta looks up in reaction and smiles upon seeing himself in the sky. He has a Potara earring in one ear and looks a lot more divine than he does. However, he is wearing Saiyan armor, but the undershirt and trousers that he is wearing are a midnight black. I have come to kill you. As much as you want to believe that you have my power, you do not. I have far more power than you could ever have, and I have had training from the gods themselves," Vegeta shouts, which makes Vegeta Black break out into a chuckle. "How about being a god instead?" he shouts before powering forward. He tries to punch Vegeta, but he teleports to the side, then kicks him in his chest with such force that makes Vegeta Black cough and fly back slowly. Since Vegeta has remained in his base without even utilizing his ultimate form, he is dumbfounded by his level of strength. I mean, Vegeta Black has no clue how to even use the ultimate form, and he has no clue if Vegeta's using it right now or not. Regardless of that, he can't even use any of Vegeta's transformations, so fighting him will prove to be quite a problem. Vegeta Black then decides to throw these thoughts into the back of his mind and shout while flying forward. To Vegeta, it's like he's trying to fly through a pool of resin. All of his movements are so easy to read, and so before the fist even strikes him, he lands a single punch to his chest. Vegeta Black coughs blood and holds his chest in agony after receiving these 2 strikes alone. "It seems like he won't be any fun, let's finish this off," Vegeta says, teleporting so that he arrives right in front of his enemy. The 2 beings begin fighting again, and even while Vegeta isn't even going 100%, he is easily destroying Goku Black. However, as time goes on, Vegeta starts to feel his adversary getting stronger as they fight. Very soon, Vegeta must try as hard as he can to try and match his strength, and soon he is outmatched in his base form. Vegeta tries to land a jab to Vegeta Black's face, but before his arm is fully extended, he is hit in the face with an even quicker, stronger punch. Vegeta's head hurls back and the attack certainly stuns him. Therefore, he decides to up the gears a little bit, and so he enters his glamorous, ultra-powerful Super Saiyan 3 form. Since he isn't using his ultimate form, this form is just for show. Judging from how strong Vegeta Black is, he assumes that he literally won't even need to use that form anyway. Vegeta Black shouts and punches his chest. With his increased confidence, he feels that he can actually defeat him, but he is surprised to see that his body doesn't even move. Vegeta simply chuckles upon receiving this strike before grabbing his extended arm so that he can't move. "You are not an utter weakling, but do not think for a single second that you could harness the power of a true Saiyan with just a simple body swap," Vegeta shouts. After claiming this, he punches Goku Black with such force that he cracks 2 of his ribs. In his descent, Vegeta uses instant transmission to immediately arrive in front of his target again. In that fraction of a second he has before Goku Black goes too far away from him, he extends his leg and lands a straight kick to his body that launches him down through the lowest clouds and toward the ground. Vegeta then begins charging up his signature Big Bang attack, and once it's ready, he uses his instant transmission to arrive in front of his enemy. He slams the massive ball of ki forward and lands the Big Bang attack. As the smoke clears, Goku Black is revealed in very poor condition, and Vegeta slowly descends to arrive by his side. The building that he lays upon is crumbling as a result of that Big Bang attack, and the floors beneath them start crumbling and toppling. "As much as you believe that you can steal our power by simply stealing our body, you cannot," Vegeta shouts before punching him through the entire building. He continues falling through every floor, and there is seemingly no end to it. He grimaces upon every collision until he finally lands on the ground floor amidst all of the scorched scorched rubble around him. Vegeta descends toward him, but as he does so, Vegeta Black can't help but try to transform. Seeing the severity of this situation, he rises to his feet and starts shouting, eventually entering his Super Saiyan form. This surprises Vegeta as he has done this out of the blue, and it also surprises him since he's only been able to do this now. He's been fighting Saiyans for a much longer time, he assumes, but he only has the first grade Super Saiyan after fighting him for such a brief period. Vegeta Black shouts and flies upward, causing the rubble around him to float around and crumble even more. Vegeta is taken aback by his much greater speed, and his punch launches him right through the building. As Vegeta ascends, he launches down a quick but destructive ki blast that Vegeta Black manages to swerve past at the last second. As the ki blast hits the grey multi-story building, a massive golden explosion is released that causes Vegeta Black to be forced upwards slightly from the air released. The building has been totally shattered, and Vegeta Black is glad that he wasn't hit by that attack head on. They continue their battling, and Vegeta has the upper hand for a time, but what surprises Vegeta is that they actually end up like equals once again. Even though he is using a much stronger form, they're going blow for blow. In the end, they both land punches to each other's faces, and the Saiyans now start to see why this man might pose quite a threat. He constantly gets stronger, and eventually both fighters face each other in a pant, and they have both exerted themselves quite a lot. You have fought well with my body, divine being. However, I must end this fight now. This timeline will return to peace, and you will not be there to stop that from happening. He starts to shout, and as he does so, the clouds above him roar and strike down lightning from his releasing key signature. Soon his aura becomes incredibly massive and golden before it collapses into a standard silver aura. Then his key signature remains at the same heights as before, but then it suddenly vanishes. He begins using God Ki, but his hair remains black and shortens back to its original length. With a final scream, he enters his ultimate state and stares down Vegeta Black in this new state of his. The fight ends here, he shouts, before landing a punch that cracks Vegeta Black's jaw. He is sent flying down, and the beatdown continues as Vegeta punches him across streets and through buildings. Each time Vegeta Black tries to retaliate himself, there is little that he can really do. Either Vegeta evades effortlessly or just takes the attack and receives basically no damage whatsoever. Vegeta lands on a dark bloodied street with Vegeta Black cowering away ahead of him. Vegeta Black feels pure unadulterated fear upon just looking at Vegeta. His silver eyes scare him even more, and he crawls back until he reaches a semi-destroyed building at the end of the road. The road ends here for you, Vegeta says, before lifting his hand to phase his head. A ki blast starts to form in his hand as he aims his hand toward the fallen warrior's head. However, Vegeta Black slaps it away as his eyes start to glow pink. It soars through an adjacent street and explodes upon hitting a building. Vegeta Black then roars right in front of Vegeta and erupts in a devilish pink aura of evil ki. His ki signature continues to rise and his aura switches to pink, and he then accesses his Super Saiyan Rose form. So that will conclude the 11th part of What If Vegeta Turned Good in the Saiyan Saga. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I should improve on for the next part. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.